Right.
Hey, so
ready?
here we are at the St. Andrews Marina.
Dixie.
Now, this is a really, really popular
Okay.
place. And there was a lot of people here. So right before we started our track, there was like a group of 6 drunk idiots that like walked right through it. Right on the path that we're going. So you'll notice
Girl.
this is the slowest Dixie has ever moved in her life. It's almost like she's in slow motion, but listen, like she's figuring it out like through a bunch of people, and I would rather her like slow down and just be like, are we sure? Am I sure? And like she's still going along. But this is a heavily saturated area. So there's a homeless guy
Good.
in there.
Nope.
And Tree Pea.
Not the person.
So I pull her
Where'd
off
she
of
go?
that and tell her to keep going.
Good girl.
But yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. There's a really popular bar right across the street there. And like I said, there was a whole group that walked right over our track. So she is working through like a lot. But she's like figuring it out. And you know what's so funny is that like Dixie is not like everything else Dixie does, I guess, is like not methodical until it comes to tracking.
Good.
And then
Good.
you know, you get her on a hard track and she's like, okay, let's slow down, let's figure this out.
Where'd she go?
So you see like she's going into the curb a little bit right there. And that's normal.
Good job. That's not it. That's
There's
not them.
people
Good
across the
girl,
street,
good
you can see her tail
girl.
going.
Let's go track. Good.
So I just remind her too, like when she sees somebody that like she would love to go hang out with, I'm like, hey, it's not them. Let's keep moving. And most of the time she does. You know, every once in a while there's like
Get to
that
work.
one that it's like a really,
Come on, ladies.
really interesting person for her and she doesn't want to. But you just gotta give her a minute, wait it out, and then we'll get back on the road, you know?
Dixie, let's get to work.
And as always, would it even be a Dixie track if we weren't crapping on it? So,
Not on the sidewalk. Come on. Where'd she go? Good job.
so off we go. Now down here, it's the actual marina part. So we've got that little concrete barricade, or like the fence, I guess, and that goes like straight down into the marina water. So you'll see her a few times popping her head up over that wall.
No, Audie, sit down.
Like, what the heck is going on here?
Where'd she go? Good girl.
But you can see, like, how many vehicles there are. Like, that's how many tracks
Good.
she's working through right now. This is a really popular place to come fish and stuff, so having exposure to, like, really high-density areas is going to be important in her development and keeping her focused, you know?
Good girl.
So sometimes, like, she'll have a head pop, she'll look over, realize that it's not who she's hunting, and then keep on trucking. And again, it's going to get caught right there
Sit down.
in that curb.
Come on. Where'd she go? Good girl. Where'd she go?
And she's going to keep moving along.
Where'd she go?
Now, I don't really like swimming in a marina. I'm just kidding. You can't swim in a marina. So yeah, I'm like trying to,
Girl, yeah.
position myself to the left, so I don't have to go save the dog.
Where'd she go?
Here's what I'm talking about. So she's like seeing. Now she's sticking her head up over the wall.
Hang on.
And it's just like,
Dixie.
what is going on?
This way, baby.
This is crazy. I think somebody was out there like gutting fish or something.
Nope. Alright, where'd she go?
But anyway, here we go.
Where'd she go?
Again, she's looking in that corner, popping her head up on the
Let's
wall.
go.
More than likely, the actual track is probably right down the middle of the sidewalk. But where the odor is falling for is not going to be right there. There's too much breeze, too much open. There's not any vegetation over here, so it's like there's nothing for it to really get caught up on and be strong. Plus, you have like an insane amount of contamination there.
Where'd she go, Dixie?
So she's working a lot slower than normal.
Where'd she go?
Because it's like, this is a lot.
Good.
For any dog.
Yeah, good girl. Good.
So as we're coming up here, again, we're following the curb line. Going back, following the curb line. But we're going to be passing some coolers that I assume are full of, fish guts or at least fish bled in them at some point. And that's a big distractor. Yeah, I don't know if I've said this a lot, but, Dixie's definitely a hell of a dog, and this is a pretty hellacious track.
Good job. Good job.
So there's that cooler I was talking about.
Dixie, get to work.
But again, she's trying to figure this out. Like, I think people live on these boats sometimes, so
Your girl.
pushing her forward while still letting her work just to try to get her out of that slump. Because it's like, if odor gets really strong for her, she'll stop and check it out. Or if she's screwing around, she'll stop and check it out, So
I know.
that's going to be one of the important parts of working Dixie, is like knowing when
Where'd she go?
when we're trucking and knowing when she's getting confused, and
Dixie, let's go.
when she's just smelling dog pee or fish guts in this case.
Where'd she go?
So there's a group of guys past this truck. There's another lady walking over to our left. So you can see her kind of hype up there for a second. But she's still trying to figure it out, because there's like 5 guys down there that she's looking at. But she's like, holy cow, it's getting stronger. She still doesn't see Jace yet. And right there. She's like, oh my gosh, it's her.
Good job.
Best day ever. Good job, Dixie.